Hello students, welcome to the Mental Ability series, class 10th. Today we are starting with a new chapter named Alphabet, Test and Number Ranking. As the name suggests, in this chapter we are going to deal with the questions which are related to alphabets as well as numbers. Here in this chapter, I will start discussing question and explaining concept related to it. So here we are going with the chapter. So first we are going to deal with the alphabetical orders, right? So here you have to arrange these words in an order in which they are arranged in the dictionary. You all know that how the words are arranged in a dictionary, right? In dictionary, the words are placed in an alphabetical order with respect to the second alphabet of the word, right? And so on, that is third and fourth alphabet. Okay, so here I'm going to explain each and every concept with the help of a question. So the direction for the first two questions is given, that is arrange in the correct alphabetical order. Now you are given some certain words. You have to look at the letters of each and every word and arrange them accordingly as they are arranged in the dictionary. So the first question is arrange in an alphabetical order and find which word will come in the middle. So as soon as you read the question, you came across the word middle. Here you have given certain numbers like number 1, number 2, number 3 and so on till word number 7. Now you have to figure out that which word will appear in the middle, that is your fourth position, when you arrange them as per the dictionary. Right? So starting with the solution, so the approach that you all have to follow for these kind of questions is to check the first letter of each and every word. So here we can see that every word have their first letter as S and the second letter as E. When it comes to third letter, we are able to see in word number 1, 2, 3, 4 that the alphabets or the letter that we are having is L, and in the fifth one, we are having N, and then we are having O, and then we are having T as a fourth word, right? So here is the difference, and with the help of difference, we are able to figure out. So the number or the alphabet which having a place value earlier will appear first, or having a place value after that word, that particular word, then it will appear at the second part. So accordingly, if we start arranging them in a sequential order, that the first word that will appear is second, the second word is going to be section, the third word is going to be seldom, and the fourth word is going to be select, the fifth word is going to be selfish, then seller, then send. So it is clearly indicated that if we have first three words here and the last three words here, so the remaining word at the center is select. So this is going to be your answer. So the approach that we are following is to check the letters of each and every word by changing their positions, right? First we'll select the first letter and check whether they are same or not. If they are not same, we'll figure out if the different letter will appear first or second as compared to the other letters, right? In this manner, you are able to figure out that which word will come first and which word will come second. Now, I hopefully explain well this question. Now, we have another questions based on the same kind of concept. Now, the question says, arrange the given word in the sequence in which they occur in the dictionary. Now, earlier we have to find the middle word, but this time we have to arrange them in a sequence, right? And in that case, we need to find out which word will appear first and which word will appear second. So we'll follow the same approach here as well. Now we have given 6 words named as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. All words are different and we need to find that which word will appear first. So you can see that the first 3 letters of each and every word is same, right? And the fourth one is this, and the fifth one and the sixth one, right? We are able to find that first 3 letters are same for each and every word, and the fourth letter is going to be C in the first 4, then A, then L. So we need to figure out which letter will appear first in the alphabetical series, that is A, right? So this is going to be the first. So we'll mark it as 5. So the word number 5 will appear first. Then which one will appear second? Either it's L or C. Definitely C, because in alphabetical series we have C appearing earlier on the third place, right? Now we know that C is there in first 4, right? So we need to look to the other as well. The fifth letter is E, I and E. So we know that E appears before I. So here we have E in 2 different words, right? Now we need to check for the other word as well, that is D and P. So D will appear first as compared to P. So the second word in the series is going to be the word number 1. So after that we'll have word number 1. So in the similar manner, if we check other words as well, what we are able to find? We are able to find a good sequence, right? And here we can see that as per the options and what we have calculated till now, that is 5, 1, and the third word is going to be the fourth one. So 5, 1 and 4, this is going to be our sequence. And if we look here, we'll eliminate option number A. We are able to eliminate option number C. Now we left with option number D and option number B. So in the same manner that we are doing earlier, the correct alphabetical order of the given words will be preach, which is followed till the last word, that is prelude, right? The correct sequence is going to be 5, 1, 4, 3, 2, 6, right? 5, 1, 4, 3, 2, 6. I hope you are able to understand this particular concept. Here we are using the dictionary method to find or to arrange them in a particular order, the way they are arranged in the dictionary for sure, right? Now we are moving with the next question and the next concept as well. So for the next question, we have some directions. We need to follow these directions holistically. For question number 3, in the following question, a group of letter is given in which the numbers are marked from 1 to 6. Below are the given 4 alternatives containing combination of these numbers. Select the combination of number so that the letter arranged accordingly form a meaningful word. So here in this question, you are given certain letters. Letter A, letter C, letter P, letter E, letter T and letter S. So here every letter is marked with a numerical value, that is 1 to 6. The 1 is for A and 6 is for the letter S. Now you are supposed to arrange these letters. They are right now jumbled. So you are supposed to arrange them to form a meaningful word. It is a pretty similar, and a word that is going to appear after arranging them will a very common word, right? So make sure to pause the video and try to guess this word, and later on I am explaining the same to you. So here the word will appear, that is aspect. The word will appear as aspect. We know for the letter A, we have a numerical value 1. For letter S, we have numerical value 6. For letter P, we have numerical value 3. For letter E, we have numerical value 3. And so on. For letter T, we have numerical value 5. So our answer will be 163425. That is 163425. Option number A. I hope this question is clear. This question is a pretty similar question of using the place values, but here the place values are given at a different order, right? So we need to arrange them to form a meaningful word. Eventually we'll get closer to our answer. I hope this question is clear. Now I'll move to the next question where I'm explaining a different concept, right? So here is the new question. So in this question, if any 2 letter in the word is prison, mark it well, the word is prison, have as many letters between them in the word as they are in the English alphabet, so they'll form an alpha pair. So student, mark this word alpha pair. This is going to be the important concept from this particular question. So alpha pairs are those pairs which are having the same number of words between them, same number of letters between them as they are having in the alphabetical series. So you are given a word named prison. You are supposed to find how many alpha pairs are there. So as soon as I'm explaining this question, you'll clear with the kind of pairing that alpha pair is us having right now. So you can see we have two different tables. For that, the letter in the given word is, we know, prison. The letter in the alphabetical series is given here, right? So if I divide in this manner, what we are able to figure out, these are on the left side, we have the word as per letters, we have letters scheduled as per the word given, and here the letters are arranged as per the alphabetical series. Hope it is clear. Now we know that in the word prison we have on in the last, and in the actual alphabetical series we have n and o after n, right? So the number of letters between both of them is 0, so it will form the first alpha pair. In the word given, that is prison, we have PRIS, and in between P and S we have two letters that are R and I. And if we talk about the actual alphabetical series, we have between P and S, that is Q and R. So the number of letters between P and S is same. So again it will form an alpha pair. Similarly for the third, that as per the word prison, we have RISON, and between R and N we have three letters, that is ISO. When it comes to the numerical alphabetical series, what we are able to figure out, that RQPON, and between R and N we have three letters again, that is QPO. So again it will form the alpha pair. So total of how many alpha pair we are able to figure out, that is 3, right? So 3 is going to be our answer. I hope it is clear. Now question number 5. This question comes up again with a new concept. So the question number 5 says that the number of letter skipped in between the adjacent letter in the series is odd. Which of the following series observes this rule? So here, my friend, you are given 4 different words, and every word are having certain letters. They are arranged in a jumbled manner. So what you are supposed to do, as per the alphabetical series, how many words are there, or which word is there having odd numbers between the letters? If I talk about the first one, that is BD, so in between B and D, how many letters are there, right? Or the gap of how many alphabets are there. If it is odd, then it is following the question's demand, otherwise it is not. So similarly, if we check to the complete number, what we are able to figure out, that as per the alphabetical series we have B, C, D, E and F till R, and between B and D we have one letter, that is C, and between D and H we have 3 letters, again between H and L we have 3 letters, and again between L and the last word is going to be R, we are having 5 letters. So you can easily figure out that here we have 5 letters, here we have 3 letters, here we have 3 letters, and here we have only 1. So every number that we are getting is an odd number. Hence, it is satisfying the demand of questions. So it is clearly that in the latter series B, D, H, L, R, the number of letters skipped in between the adjacent letters in the series are odd. 1, 3, 3 and 5 all are odd numbers. Hence, the option number A is satisfying the situation or the condition which is given us in the question. So our answer will be option number A. I hope this question is clear. Here, what we are supposed to do, first we need to read the question properly and need to understand what is supposed to be answered. Here, if you understand the question well, you are able to get closer to the answer. Hope this question is clear. Now, I'll move to the next question with some different concept. So here in question number 6, if you count 21 letters in the English alphabet from the end. So you all know that English alphabet starts from A and end till Z. So if we start from the end, start from the Z and move 21 steps. So So will reach to a particular word. And in the second situation, 20 letters from the beginning. If we start from A and reach 20 steps ahead, so we'll get closer to the 20th letter. So if we are able to calculate both the alphabets. So how it is look like? If we start from Z and went till up to 21st letter, will appear F. I hope it is clear. We are counting in the left direction now. If we count from the A, from the beginning, and move 20 letters ahead, we are going to move to the right direction. We'll reach till word number 20, that is T. Hope it is clear. And now we need to figure out which letter will appear at the middle from F to T. And if we count, we find that letter M will find himself in the middle. So hence our answer is M. I hope this question is clear. Now what exactly we need to do? We need to read the question properly. Which letter will appear exactly in the middle? You can mark it out. What they are asking? The question in the middle. As soon as we are able to understand the question well, we are able to figure out the answer with the help of this alphabetical series. Hope this question is clear. Now we'll move to the next question and understand some more concepts. Here, the question number 7 comes with a different kind of problem. So to understand the problem, first we need to read the question carefully. So the question says, if it is possible to make a meaningful word with the first, just mark it, first, 4th, 7th and the 11th letter of the word. So mark it out. The first word is I. The 4th word is E, and if you talk about the 7th word, that is R, and the 11th word is T. So we get our 4 letters, right? Read the question ahead. Which of the following will be the 3rd letter of the word if more than one such word can be made? Give M as the answer, and if no such word can be formed, then give X as the answer. I hope you understand. From the first line of the question, we are able to figure out the 4 letters, right? Now you are supposed to arrange them in a proper order so that it will form a meaningful word. If it is forming a meaningful word, more than one meaningful words, then you have to answer M. If it is not forming any meaningful word, then you have to mark X, right? We'll move to the solution part. Right? We have M, X, E, T in the options. Now we'll check whether we are able to form the meaningful words or not. So the 1st, 4th and the 7th along with 11th, the letters are I, E, R, T. So respectively, if we formed a word, we are able to form the first word as right. And we are able to form another word, that is tire. As we read in the question, if we are able to form more than one word, then we'll mark our answer as M. So if we move back to the question, option number D says M, right? So this is going to be our answer. So students, what we are doing here, first we are reading the question carefully, understanding what is the demand of question, and then we'll move step by step accordingly and get closer to our answer. So this is the basic procedure for each and every type of question, right? Now we'll move to the next question. Here we'll understand something different. Now here you need to read the question carefully again, as I mentioned, right? So the question says, in the following scrambled letter, so we need to find out the scrambled word, that is this, are rearranged to form a name of city. So we know that this is going to be the name of a city. Okay, the city is so formed, is famous for its, now we need to figure out that what this particular city is famous for. So my friend, as we did in the second question, we need to rearrange the letters to form a meaningful word, and we have a hint that this word will form a name of city. So we can figure out by looking at the alphabets, that is, this will form the letter Gwalior, which is in Madhya Pradesh, right? So Gwalior, we know the Gwalior. So Gwalior is famous for which of the following things? Those who have been to Gwalior earlier, those who are staying in Gwalior, they know very well that Gwalior is famous for their temples, right? So this is how this question is. First, we need to rearrange the jumbled letters to form the name of city. As soon as you are able to find the name of city, you are supposed to tell that particular city is famous for which of the following things, right? So we know that the Gwalior is famous for the temples. So our answer will be option number C here, as I already marked. Now, I hope this question is pretty difficult and different as well, because this requires your reasoning ability as well as your journal awareness, right? Now we'll move to the next question, where you will be challenged with some different kind of questions. Here, it's an easy question for you. For the starting of question, what we'll do, we'll read it properly. Choose the one word which can be formed from the letters of the given word. So it's a very easy question. So we know that the word that is given is rationalization. The word that is given is rationalization. Here, look at each and every alphabet very carefully. As soon as you are able to figure out how many letters are there, how many letters are repeated, how many times they are repeated, you are able to figure out which of the following word can be formed using the alphabets of the word name rationalization. So if you look at very carefully, you are able to figure out that option B, that is nationalist, is a word which can be formed with the help of the letters of the word rationalization. Hope it is clear. So the word nationalization consists all the letters of the word nationalist, so that nationalist can be formed, right? I hope you get the answer, option number B. Now we'll move to the next question. This will be a different question because it is going to be based on the number ranking. Till the time we are discussing more questions related to the alphabets, now we'll move for the next question that are related to the number series or the numbers, okay? So the basic procedure for the question is very similar. First, we will read the question and then we'll start answering by following the steps. So the question says, how many even numbers are there in the above sequence which are immediately preceded by an odd number? So mark this line, immediately preceded by an odd number and immediately followed by an even number, right? So the question says, choose a number. Let's say if I write 5, so 5 must be preceded by an odd number, let's say 3, and immediately followed by an even number, let's say 6. So how many such pairs can be formed with the help of all these numbers? So how you can start? You can start directly with the second letter. Second letter, right? So the letter 1 is immediately preceded by an odd number and followed by an even number. Formed a pair. Now if you look at 3, 3 is followed by an odd number and preceded by an odd number. So it will not work. Similarly, if we look at 8, again both sides we have odd. If we look at 7, what we are able to figure out, an odd number before and an even number after. So again it will form a pair. Hope it is clear. Again if we see 3, we need an even number after it. We are not having that. If we talk about 5, what we are having? 8, 5, 6. So we are having an odd number, then we are having an even number. Yes, we are getting it. Similarly, if I talk about 2, we have 5, 2, 2. Again it will form, right? Now we are able to figure out 4 different such pairs. But as per the question, how many even numbers are there? So 1 is a odd number. We know that. So we will not consider this, right? Also, if I talk about, we are forgetting this, I think, pair. If we consider 2, we are having an odd number, we are having an even number after. So we are going to use this pair. This will work instead of this because 7 is there. We need to look for the even numbers. So we have one pair as 7, 2, 6. Another pair as 5, 8, 6. Another pair is 5, 2, 2. So we are able to form how many pairs? 3 pairs, right? So 3 will be the answer. I hope this question is clear to everyone. What exactly we are doing? We are following all the instructions given in the question. So it is really important to read the question properly and get closer to your answer. Now we are going to follow the same thing. I'll mark it again for you that this is the numbers that is given to you. You have to form the pair. The first pair is that we formed is 5, 2, 2. The second pair that we formed is 8, 6 preceded by 5. The next number that we form is 7, 2, 6. So all 3 pairs are there, which is following all the conditions given. Okay. Now we'll move to the next question, which come up with the new concept. Here it is a language based question, right? So you need to understand what exactly asked in the question by reading it properly. So the question says that Nitin was counting downwards from 32. So how exactly Nitin is counting? Nitin is started with 32, then he's saying 31 and so on till 1, right? Sumit was counting upward. How Sumit is counting now? Sumit is counting like 1, 2, 3, so on till, let's say, n numbers, right? He was calling out only the odd numbers. Now 2 will not appear. So what exactly we guys are doing? We are following the instruction of question. So we are not supposed to take any even number. So 1, 3, proceed by 5, then 7, then 9 and so on. We'll get the series, right? So what common number they will call out at the same time? Now the question says at the same time. So let's say if Nitin is announcing 30 or 29 and at the same time if Sumit is saying 29, then we'll get our answer. So they are asking what common number at the same time they'll announce. For that, what we need to make both the series. So we'll form it first. So how Nitin will go? 32, 31, 30, 29, so on, right? How Sumit will go? Sumit will go 1, this is 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, then 11, then 13 and so on. But we are able to figure out that 32 is matching with 1, 31 is matching with 3, 30 is matching with 5, 29 is matching with 7, 28 is matching with 9 and so on. If we go, we are able to figure out that 24 is matching with 17, 23 is matching with 19, 22 is matching with 21 and 21 is matching with 23. We have already crossed the number, but still we didn't find any of the number announced at the same time. So it is very clear that both will never call out the same number. I hope if you read the question, you are able to understand it well. So here answer will be none of the above. Neither 19, neither 21, neither 22. We have checked for each number, right? So the answer will be none. Option number D. Okay. So if you look forward for the next question, again on the basis of some different language. So here again we need to read the question properly, that what is asked or what conditions are given in the question. So your question says that 36 vehicles. Now mark the number 36 vehicles, right? When you start marking the question while reading, it will become easier. It will become easier for you to find the solution. So 36 vehicles are parked in a parking lot in a single row. It means they are arranged in a single row like this. First vehicle from the left till the right vehicle, last vehicle to the right, right? After the first car, there is one scooter. Let's suppose if we donate car with C and scooter with S, right? Let's move with this manner. After that second car, then we have second car. Oh, we are supposed to move in this manner. If we have second car, then we have two scooters and so on. again a car, then we have 3 scooters, and so on. We'll move to the end till the 36th vehicle stand. Now we need to work out the number of scooters. What we need? We need number of scooters in the second half. So total of 36 vehicles is given. In the second half, how many vehicles will be there? If we divide it by 2, we are able to figure out 18. So out of the last 18 vehicle, from the right, those who are standing or those who are parked, how many of them are scooters? This is what we need to figure out in this question. I hope this question is clear. Now we'll directly jump to the solution part. As I mentioned, as we discussed, the first is car and a scooter, car and a 2 scooter, car and 3 scooters, and so on. Here we have a car and 5 scooters. But these are the first 18 ones. We need to find out the answers or the number of scooters in the second half. So here we have a car and how many? 6 scooters, then a car and 7 scooters, and then a car. So here we have 2, here we have 6, and here we have 7. So if we add 2 plus 6 plus 7, then we are getting 15. So total number of 15 scooters are there in the second half, right? So 15 is our option number C. I hope this question is clear. We have read the question properly. We understand the question. We made a rough diagram. Okay. And you can write it down with complete then. Right. Here we have the complete solution. And we eventually get the answer. I hope this question is clear. What exactly we are discussing in this question? About the positions, about how the second half looks like, and how we are supposed to find the second half, right? Now we'll move to the next question, which come up with a different concept now. Here, you have the ranking based of questions, right? In the initial we are testing of, initially we read in the headline that we are going to read the ranking as well, right? So the 13th question says that Manisha, a girl, ranked 16th from the top. Now, whenever you get a word, write it down or mark it down. What? 16th from the top and 29th from the bottom. That is 29, right? From the bottom. Among those who passed the examination. Now, this condition is from here till here is for the passed student, those who clear the exam. There are 6 students who didn't appear in the exam. So mark it as 6. 6 students who didn't appear in the or didn't participate in the competition. 5 students are those who failed the exam. So now we have 3 situations. The first one of related to the students, those who clear the exam. The second situation is related to the students, those who didn't appear in the competition or in the exam. The third situation is about those who failed the exam. So, those who didn't appear is 6, those who fail are 5. So, we have 11 students along with the number of students passed. Now, we need to figure out those who clear the exam. We know that Manisha is ranked 16th from the top. So 15 plus Manisha's rank, that is 16th. Plus, if we look forward, that 29th from the bottom. So 28 plus this is Manisha's rank. So if we calculate this, what we are able to get? Just calculate it. 29 plus 15, that is going to be 44. So 44 students are those who clear the exam, right? 11 are those either who didn't appear in the competition or fail the exam. So the total number of students are going to be 55. That is summation of both the students or all the students. Here you have everything as typed for the better understanding, right? The number of students, those who pass, 15 plus 1, that is 16th from the top, 28th plus 1, that is 29th from the bottom. Total of 44 students, those who pass the exam. So total of number of students, those who didn't appear is 6, those who fail are 5. So total number of students that we get is 55. I hope this question is clear. So what exactly we are doing? First we are reading the question properly. Then we are following each and every steps that are mentioned, and eventually we'll get our answer. So answer is 55. That is option number D. I hope this question is clear. Now we'll move to the next question. That is question number 14. Again a language question. Here you need to read the question properly and start answering as per the instructions. Now the question says, if all the numbers from 7 to 59, we are talking about the numbers from 7 to 59 now. As I mentioned, as soon as we'll get a number, we'll mark it down just for our ease, right? So from 7 to 59, which are divisible by 3? Again a number with a condition, divisible by 3. Now we need to figure out all the numbers between 7 to 59 or from 7 to 59 which are divisible by 3 and arrange them in the decreasing order. Now the number which is closer to 59 will appear first, and the number which is closer to 7 which are divisible by 3 as well will appear in the last. So which number will appear in the 10th position from the bottom? So the question is very clear, I hope. 10th place from the bottom. So these 4 things that we need to mark, and we'll follow the instruction. First, we'll find all the numbers, those who are divisible by 3 from 7 to 59, that too in a decreasing order. Here we have the numbers. So 59 is not divisible by 7. So 57 is the closest one which is divisible by 3. So 59, then we'll subtract 3, we'll get 54. Again we'll subtract 3, we'll get 51. So on till 9. Right? Till 9. We are not taking either 8 or 7 as they are not divisible by 3. Right? So we'll end it at 9 itself. Now they are asking the 10th number from the bottom. So 9 will be the first, then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth, then sixth, then seventh, 8th, 9th, and the 10th one is 36. Here the 10th number from the bottom is 36. Check in the options. 36 is option number A. This is how you are supposed to attempt any question. Right? Read it well, mark the important points, and then start following the instructions. Eventually you'll get your answer. Right? In the whole chapter we are discussing the same thing. It's the same procedure, but the demand of the question is changing every time. These are called some different type of questions that we have in this particular chapter. Right? Now we'll move to the next question. And this question is again a marking question where you have to mark the important things. A language based question, right? So what question says? Anil and Sunil are ranked 7th and 11th respectively from the top. How? 7th, 11th from the top in a class of 31 students, right? What will be their respective rank from the bottom? So in such cases, we know that 31 students are there in total, right? 7th is the rank of Anil. So if we subtract 7, what we will get? We'll get 24. But we need to take care that 7th is the position of Anil, so which we have already subtracted. Now we need to add 1 here. So 25th, right? 25th is going to be the rank of Anil. Why we are adding 1? Because from the total number, if we are subtracting 7, which is the rank of Anil, and we need to find the rank of Anil itself. Now as we have subtracted 7, right? 7th position basically. So while we are getting our 24 as an answer, we need to add 1, which is again we are adding the rank of Anil. So for the Sunil, we'll do the same thing. Total number of students is 31, subtracting his own rank, that is 11th. What we are going to get? We are going to get 20 and adding 1 in order to take his rank back from the bottom appears to be 21st. I hope this thing is clear. Read it very well again. We have 3 things to mark. 7th, which is the position of Anil. 11th, which is the position of Sunil. 31, which is the total number of students. And what we need to find? Their rank from the bottom. These are things we have to mark in the question and then follow the instruction. This is for Anil. This is for Sunil. I hope this thing is clear. Now you'll find it in a better manner. The number of students from the behind Anil ranked is, again that we have followed, 24. But if we need to add the rank of Anil again, we need to add 1 and Anil is 25th from the bottom. I hope this thing is clear. And for the same, we'll have 21 as well. Right. Now I hope everything is clear. In this complete chapter, we are using alphabets in the initial questions. And as soon as we end, we are dealing with the numerical values. What exactly we are doing here? We are using the place values of alphabets. Also, we are using the concept of alphabetical series and the numerical series. We read about the concept of alpha pairs. In total, we are discussing about different concepts and how we are supposed to solve. In the end, I'll just summarize how we are supposed to approach any question. For that, I'll take example of the 15th question only. First, you read the question one by one. You'll mark the important points. Then, or you can note down the important points. Then, read what is asked in this question. In any question, just read it very carefully. Either it is above, either it is bottom. You need to read it very carefully. Then start following the instructions that I have already mentioned for each and every question now. Okay, as soon as you follow the instruction, you'll get your answer. 25th for the Anil, 21st for the Sunil. Here we have option number C for that. This is how you are supposed to approach any question. I hope all the questions are clear and everything in this chapter I made it clear for you hopefully. So make sure to attend the practice set of this question from the website itself. Okay. Thank you for the class students. Thank you. Bye-bye.